Jessie B. Scrapbooking back, and this time with a layout chair. And oh boy, is it a layout chair. Look at this. It's huge. So, these layouts here are what I did in the month, or for the month of September. I actually did a couple of them in August, but I'm just putting them all under September because that's when the videos went up, and it was all for, or most of it is for the 30 days of sketches and Scraptember. But there's more. I actually did a lot more because this pile here, let's see if I can show you without a glare on everything, is pictures that I don't have a process video for. I went to the job site with my husband, and while he was working, I took a scrapping supplies and decided to do some scrapping. There wasn't a way for me to film it, so I was just having fun. So this first one here is one of a picture that I did of my son and nephew. They were shooting a pellet gun, and he was teaching them how to aim and always point the gun in a safe direction, that kind of stuff. He's 11 years old, and or almost 11. And so, you know, he needs to, where we live, he needs to know how to be around firearms and be safe. So, this was so much fun. I just hand cut circles using whatever I had laying around, like my little glue bottle here, that was one, and just anything that I happened to take with me on my scrappy time. And yeah, so, and these are stickers. This was also made with my counterfeit kit for the month of August. So, because I didn't get it used up in August, so I carried over to September. So I did get it used up in September. So this was one of those. This one here is another one that I did that same weekend. And this is just the bow shoot that we went to. Here is all of our arrows, and we all were shooting really good that day. It was so much fun. You can see, this is my daughter here. She's getting ready to shoot, and the target is clear down here. So there were some shots were pretty far. I think the furthest shot was a 50-yard shot, and then they were as close as 10 yards. So, but this is also with my counterfeit kit, and it was just fun. I was trying to use up some of the tags I had made previously and added to my kit, and it was kind of a hodgepodge one, but I like it. I think it turned out cute. Here's another one from that same weekend, and this time I was into the butterflies. I fussy cut tons of butterflies out of the paper that I took, and this is also from that same bow shoot that we went to. I loved this picture because my husband and my daughter have the exact same expression on their face. It was quite funny. And then my daughter and my son here, and it was just a really fun weekend. These worked out perfect. Some of these are banding strips off of the paper pads, and others are just pieces of paper that were scraps or whatever. And this is also from my counterfeit kit. That's what I took up that weekend, so you can see most everything is. This is not from that weekend, and this is one I just did because my niece wanted to scrapbook with me, and so I was like, okay. So I grabbed this picture, and I just had fun with it. This is all stamping. In the background here was one of my great big background stamps. I only have like 2, and so I used this one with my gold ink, and yeah, I just kind of made it. These are really cool because these are actually photographs of some leaves that I took and then printed them out so I could have my very own ephemera. So that's all those are. It's the whole purpose I took the picture of those leaves because I thought they were beautiful. Alright, now we're getting into process videos. There is a process video for, I think, every single one of these ones now. This one was for day 1 of 30 Days of Sketches. And I keep going out of frame. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is the one had stitching, and you're supposed to stitch a big triangle in the background. I did a little bit of real stitching, mostly faux stitching, and yeah, just had fun with it. And I liked how this one turned out. It's cute and fun. This one is day 2, and I did it all with washi tape, pretty much, except for the big stars. But these are a rub-on from the Dollar Tree, and the washi tape is from the washi tape shop. And yeah, it was I like the black and white in it, and that's what the prompt was black and white. This one, I have to have my cheat sheet on the back. This one is also for day 3, and I really like the way this turned out. I love the colors in it. It's very rustic and, you know, shows that we were out working with the equipment out in the woods, and I just think it turned out really good. Here is for day 4, and oh, this one was for layering. This one is black and, well, no, this one's a white background. That's what it was. This one's for the white background, and they had the picture cut in a circle. I didn't want to cut my picture into a circle. I don't have anything against it, but this one here would have cut, it wouldn't have looked good, I didn't think. So I did it this way, and I like it. This one was the one for using a themed paper for a non-themed layout, or not that themed layout. So this is actually wedding paper. It's from my wedding collection. And I'm using it for track and field pictures of my niece. And I think it is really pretty. This happens to be the only 12 by 12 I did the whole month. I do have a 12 by 12 album that I'm going to be working in, and I'll start working in it probably next month. But what happened was I don't have the pictures that I need to put in it, and so I just got those, and so well, they're on my computer now, and so I will start working on those as soon as I can. Okay, this one was for a hop. This was for the, it was on the 4th, and it was for the, what was it, Hitting the Books. And it was a back to school themed hop, and it was a lot of fun. This is my youngest niece and nephew that live here that were headed back to school, so I snapped some pictures of them while I had them, and yeah, I think it turned out cute. This collection I picked up at Amazon, and I can't remember the name of it. This one was made with my counterfeit kit, and I absolutely loved the way this one turned out. The sketch is here, and it was fussy cutting was the what we had to do. So I fussy cut. These flowers are fussy cut, the butterflies are fussy cut, and yeah, these are not, but most everything that's on this has been fussy cut, so I think it turned out beautiful. This one is for a 6x6 paper pad class, with Scrapbook Generation. And I think it turned out perfect. These are pictures of my daughter playing volleyball against the house. And I didn't have enough letters to actually spell out volleyball, so we abbreviated. And yeah, this turned out really well. Okay, this one I do believe is one of my favorites, I think. It was for day 7, and it's multi-photos. And I actually added this photo to it because I know it's really similar to this one, but her head's, you can see her face a little bit more, so I wanted to add it in. And this was also made with the counterfeit kit. This one was not. This was washi tape. The whole thing is washi tape in the back. Ooh. I went through and taped down a lot more of it with the ATG because it was trying to pull up. So if you're going to use a lot of washi tape, I would suggest putting your adhesive down first and then put the ATG because it, or put the ATG down first and then the washi tape because it was trying to come up. But this one here was for something you've been hoarding. So I have definitely been hoarding washi tape. I got tons of it. So that's what I used. This one was, I thought I used the, no, this was not with the counterfeit cut. But in the sketch, these were circles, here and here. And instead of the circle element, I went with the square. And, what was the, oh, we had to use stickers. This one was for stickers. So, lots of stickers on this one. This one was, this one was 6x6 papers. And so I used my little paper pads for this. And I did it all. And then if you watch the video, you'll notice that this has all been added because I forgot this was going to go into my bigger album. And so I can put it into a 12x9 sleeve and it'll fit in there perfectly just fine. But I just had to add a little something in the back to make it fit. This one, very sparkly one, is, we had to use enamel dots or Nouveau drops. And so I used my fake of both. These are puffy paint dots and these are puffy stickers from the Dollar Tree. But it worked out and I only did half the wreath. But in the sketch it was a full wreath, but I think it worked out perfect. This was for cut file. So these are 2 cut files that I made on the Cricut, and I put them both together. This one actually ended up cutting it into like 3 or 4 different parts to make it fit like I wanted it to. And this was made with a counterfeit kit. This one was for the 6x6 paper pad class, and this one actually turned out really good. I was really happy with this one. At first I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, and then I thought of the gears and it turned out very nice. This was his 8th grade picture that before he went into high school. I can't believe he's in high school now. Wow. So, this one was mixed media, was the prompt, and I did use mixed media in the background, just some watercolor, and I did keep the circles, and see, I did put my picture into a circle, so I was very proud of myself, and I just think this one turned out really pretty. This one was also made using the counterfeit kit. and this was my nephew's 8th grade graduation, and this one we had to use a pattern paper background. So that's why the background is so busy, but I figured it worked perfect with the rose that he gave me on his graduation. He got his diploma, and then they got to walk out to, every family had a little tent set up, and he walked out and handed me and his mom a rose. And then this one was rainbow. This is the one that I kind of, failed on. I mean, it has the rainbow colors. It has green and pink and yellow and blue and orange. Yeah. So, not a complete failure. But I really think this one turned out really pretty. And the sketch was this circle, half circle, and that was bothering me. I couldn't seem to get it. So I just flattened mine out. This one is for sequences. See, look at my little sequin pockets. They were so fun to make. And yeah, so I took, it said sequences, so I went all the way with it. And I think it is good. This is one of the sketches I think Laura designed, and I think she did an awesome job on it. This was also, this was day 18, and the prompt was selfie. That's what this picture is. And it was also for the Steppin' Up hop. And I used it because my daughter and her friend were driving clear back to college, which is a 28-hour drive. So they stepped up and tackled that without me. I had to step down. They stepped up, and it was perfect. So I really think this layout is really pretty in the muted colors. This one was for day 19. Yeah, 19. And it was, we had to use something old from our stash. So I pulled out these, it's like a sheet of these things. And they're one of the first things that I bought when I got back into scrapbooking. So my stash doesn't have a lot of old in it right now because most of my old stuff is actually in storage. So this was one of the older things I did have handy. So I used it. This one was a lot of fun. It was for the Scrap IQ challenge over on the Facebook page, and we had there's 7 different things that you put together, and you have to use all those 7 things in a layout. You can do it all at once, or do it as they come out on the 1st through the 7th of every month. I got all 7 things done, and I also used the sketch that was for day 20, and I still haven't done my journaling, but I'll get to that. But I really, really enjoyed this and liked how it turned out. I liked it so much, I did it again. This one does not have a process video for it, but it still has the 7 things that I did for the challenge and the same basic layout design that was on the sketch. So yeah, it was just something fun to do, and I'm glad I did because it was a lot of fun. This was for the 6x6 paper pad class, and I believe this one was for the very last one. And yeah, I'm done with that class now. This one was having to use scraps, and that's what I did. I just went through and found scraps that were in the same color as fire, and that's what ones I used. This one is kind of a failure too, in the sense that it was supposed to be monochromatic. Is that how you say it? And yeah, I ended up using pink and orange and red. It was all supposed to be one color, but that's okay. I still like it. It does look like the sketch, other than I only used, yeah, that's not too bad. So, I like it, but yeah, I forgot to, I mean, I didn't forget. I just couldn't get it to work how I wanted it to, all in one color. And this is the one that, it was hearts, was the prompt, and I actually just printed out the sketch, but before I printed it, I colored it on my computer and played with it on the computer, and then printed it out, and then I used some puffy paint and traced it in different spots, and then I added this cluster, and it was so much fun. This one you really have to look at to see the layout, because I did add in all of these hexagons. So the layout, of course, has no hexagons, but you have the piece of paper, the pictures, the little round title on that paper. So I still have paper here. I have around the title, and I have this paper back here. But then I just sprinkled it with everything. And wood veneer was the prompt. This one was for the Mixed Media Frenzy Hop that I do the end of every month. The last Friday of every month, the Facebook group I'm a part of does a hop that I join in on. That's what I was trying to say. My words were not coming right. This hop has been so much fun to do, though. I have done it for a couple months now, and the ladies that put it on are amazing, and they pick out some absolutely beautiful, sometimes sketches, sometimes other people's layouts that we can scrap lift. Just pick out beautiful inspiration pieces for us to all do, and everybody comes up with something totally different, and it's just amazing. And this has the two little dots and the happy and this round circle. Almost looks like a snowman head. Okay, side note, sorry. Okay, this one was for day 25. This has supposed to have like 3 or 4 little pictures. And it's also for the Christmas in... name the month. So this one's Christmas in September. Hop that I do with some other wonderful ladies. I think Moira is the one that actually started this, and yeah, she's amazing. And yeah, so this is for this year's coming up Christmas. This one was for day 26. And it was mixed metals was the prompt, and I think I did pretty good. I got lots of different metals on this one. This one goes with that other one that I did with the hexagons, and this one was long title was the prompt. So look, Mom, I cut my hair, and I figured that actually worked well for the title, and it followed the sketch really well. It had the 3 pictures and the 2 triangles. Yeah. So. This one was one photo was the prompt, single photo, and this was another Laura sketch, and she had a big cluster over here, so I followed that. I put my big cluster of flowers over here. And she had like journaling down here, but I just did the, what you call it? Panel. Yeah, paper panel here. And, yeah, this turned out really pretty. And if you did watch the video, you'll notice that this has black around these now. I didn't care for the white, so I just colored it in. This one here was for day 29, and it followed the sketch really well. I had the 3 different panels, and then the clusters on it, so I did that. And I loved my title, Bo Much Fun instead of So Much Fun. Okay, I thought I was being creative. And yeah, I did move this circle. This was inside here, but I moved it out because it was bugging me. At first I thought, oh, it fit perfect, I really like it there. And the more I looked at it, the more I didn't like it. So I just moved it out. And this was the last one. This went up, I believe this went up yesterday. And this one actually gave me a hard time. And it actually ended up becoming more monochromatic than the other one that I did. But I ended up really liking the way it turned out. But these straight lines were giving me a fit for some reason. It was just, no matter what papers I used, I did not like it. I finally settled on these ones, and I cut all of that out of the video. If you watch the video, you'll think, oh yeah, she had it right from the start. No, there was a lot of just staring, sitting and staring. But I finally got it, and I really like it. And these are actually washi tape strips mixed in with the paper strips. So there's my layouts for this month. And I had absolutely amazing fun with everybody. I'm still looking at everybody's videos because I haven't been able to watch all of them because there's so many and they're all so amazing. And next month I'm going to slow way down. I'm doing some celebratory hops and some other videos on regular hops that I'm going to be a part of. But for the most part, I probably will not have a video day, and there is a week that I will not be having any videos unless I can get enough ahead, because I will be going on a trip at some point next month, so that'll be fun. So thank you so much for watching. It was so much fun. I got a lot of layouts done. And yeah, I'll be back again next month. Bye.